There's a lot of people that's out here complaining about being broke. It's a lot of people. It's an epidemic of people that are complaining about being broke. I mean, it is just trending everywhere. They talking about rent. They talking about wages. They talking about not having enough money. They talking about ain't nobody taking care of their kid. Talking about their baby mama, their baby daddy, and it all comes back down to money. Here's the thing that I've learned throughout my existence, right? Who are you talking to over there? Who was that? Our neighbor. Is it a girl or a guy? It's a little lady. How old is she? Tell her to show herself. I want to see what she laid out like. Oh, she's 70? Oh, forget it. I don't want to see that bag of bricks. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. People complaining about money. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Let's go through a few of these. I haven't seen them, but obviously somebody sent it to me. Let's go over this through the YouTube algorithm, and then we're going to continue to rock out. And again, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Also, on top of that, get your TH Henley, 30% off your first order plus a free gift. And then last but not least, make sure you tune in to the Q Show tonight on my other channel, the Anton Daniels channel. That link is in the description also. Let's get it rocking, y'all.
Okay, I have literally recorded this like 3 times because I'm so angry.
Okay. All right. This is what we doing today? Is this what we doing today? She gave the whole, and she gave the Kendra cam. She gave the Kendra cam. Some of us, in my personal opinion, can afford to forego a few meals or two. Some of us can go on a watermelon fast challenge. Instead of doing the I'm broke and tired TikTok challenge, some of us need to go on the watermelon fast challenge. I'm just saying. Just for real. I'm just being 100% real. Don't give us the Kendra cam. Don't start twirling around showing us and then giving all of your jiggles and wiggles. Yo, this person right here look like they I don't know what pronouns to use. I want to make sure that I'm using the proper pronouns on the people that are on this live that I'm reviewing the video for. I did not know what I was getting myself into before I got into it. I'm just looking at it based off of what y'all see also. I don't know what pronouns to use here, but this is not about that. This is about broke people complaining about being broke. All right, let's continue.
So I'm just gonna say this. If someone in your family or one of your friends says to you that they are broke and they cannot afford something, the most inappropriate question you can ask is why and how. How are you broke? Why are you still broke all the time? I don't know, bitch. Maybe because my entire fucking check goes to daycare. And then
Nobody told you to have a child. See, now I'm trying to be compassionate and I'm trying to be situationally aware and have a level of empathy, but it's very difficult when we have these self-inflicted wounds. Listen, nobody told you to have a child, and nobody also told you to have a child out of wedlock. Now, I'm assuming that she had a child out of wedlock because, you know, 2 people in a household or whatever. But if you a single mother and you haven't even dropped the weight yet, I'm not really sure who told you to have a child. And this is why everybody don't deserve to have children. And it's nobody else's responsibility of your kid. So what? You need somebody to get a babysitter. You should have thought about that and planned that for your kid before you had them. That's not our fault as a society. I don't really understand what we're talking about here.
and the $100 I have left after I pay daycare, I have to pay my other fucking bills with. Or I have to get groceries. Or I have to put gas in my car. And my check is so consumed by bills that when my husband gets paid, half of his shit goes to bills.
Okay, so you got a husband. So neither one of them had a conversation about how expensive it was going to be to have a child. So you got a husband and you bad built? Ooh wee. No, seriously, built like a bag of bricks. You should see this right here. Bad built. Ain't nobody being accountable for what it is today. Ain't nobody holding each other accountable and pushing each other to be successful. Okay, so you got a husband. Now you complaining that you got to work and you got to be a modern woman. Nobody had a conversation with you and told you what it was going to cost in order to have a child. I talk about this all day on the Millionaire Morning Show. She not a subscriber?
And then the other half, we have to fucking survive on. So no, bitch, I don't have any fucking money. broke. So I'm not going to be coming to family events. I am not going to be buying your kids birthday presents because I can't even afford my own kids' fucking birthday presents. Don't ask people why and how they're broke. Read the fucking room, okay?
Oh, I'm gonna ask you. I want to see what your budget is, ma'am. You broke? What are you eating? Are y'all over shopping on groceries? Are y'all over shopping on groceries? Seriously, I want to know. Do you know that most people eat their paycheck up? Most people, honest, and this is the honest to God truth. A lot of times they don't cook at home. They want to get DoorDash all day. They want to go out to eat. They think that they can go out with their friends all day. Then they sit here and talk about how they broke. A lot of this is just lifestyle. Some of it I understand is inflation, but a lot of this is lifestyle. Oh, you wanted to move out into the suburbs. You overbought on the house. You had too many kids. You was doing what it is that you wanted to do. You spent your money on a PlayStation instead of going to school. That's your fault. I want to know how you got there so I can know if I need empathy for you or not.
Okay, read the room.
What's up, TikTok?
Not a grown black man on TikTok talking about how broke he is. I ain't even got that much pride. My pride. Listen, I don't have enough pride to go on TikTok, especially on a platform that I can't even monetize like that. So you doing it for free. You going online for free talking about how broke you are? Nah, I can't
You know
do
what I
it.
hate? Being rent broke. And what I mean by that is you spend all this money to live in an apartment, X amount of dollars a year, but then you go apply for a home loan and your credit's not a 700 or 800, you get denied.
You don't even need a 700, 800 on your credit to get denied. He lying. They lying. You don't need a 7 or an 800 on your credit score in order to successfully get a home. You're lying. This is all cap. You don't need, and also they look at your lifestyle. They look at how much you paying. They look at whether or not you've been on time for your rent. They look at, what your other debts are. You do not need a 700 or 800 in order to be able to get a home loan. That is a cap.
It's crazy. It's crazy. 3 years, paid over 100K to live in an apartment. They want to
3 years he paid over 100K. So what he's basically telling us is he's paying $3,000 a month to live in an apartment. My mental math be working. My mental math be working because that's basically you paying over $33,000 a year. So you paying close to $3,000 a month to live in an apartment. Is that what you telling me? Because listen, don't throw no numbers out at me and think that my mental math is not going to work. You paying well over $2,000, close to $3,000 a month, and you saying that? Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Is it those apartments right there behind you? That don't look like $3,000 a month to me.
go buy a house. Got two sustainable incomes, and it's still not enough. It's still not enough. And after the whole pandemic, you're stuck in this renter slash home buying thing that doesn't even make sense. Everybody's being outbid. Say you want to go buy a house that's 400K, you're not going to get it.
Why are you buying a house that's $400,000, sir? See, this is what I'm saying, man. It's hard to have empathy for self-inflicted wounds. It's very, 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 very hard to have sympathy when people feel entitled to get stuff that they can't afford. Move to Ohio. Go over to Gary, Indiana, and build up and fix up your community, or go into a space that makes more sense that you can actually afford, because you're not going to be able to afford. When people felt entitled and they started approving all of this stuff, that's the thing that led to the 2008 crash. Outside of the greed that came along with the bankers, because they knew that the people couldn't afford it, but they approved the loans anyway, and they still allowed for these people to be able to get these loans. And so as a result, then it created a housing crisis because nobody can afford it, and everybody went boom and bust at the same time. You should not be getting a $400,000 house if you cannot afford an apartment. If your credit isn't substantial.
First time home buyer.
Somebody said, Anton, that's the price of housing. Not everywhere. Not everywhere. You're talking to a person that is aware of all of my. I got friends that are doing business in different states all across America as far as real estate. You do not deserve or you are not entitled to live in a specific place where the average home price is $400,000. You need to downgrade. You cannot afford it. You need to go and live in a place that you can actually build and then work to make a community more, safer and more effective. Y'all can get the drug dealers out and raise the prices of your community and be successful when it comes to real estate. You do not deserve to live in a $400,000 house. You have to buy what you can afford. You cannot go and get a $400,000 house if you can't afford a $400,000 house. It just is what it is. I don't really understand, bro.
Never purchased a home. Still can't get there. Gonna need $60,000 down. But it's okay for me to spend $100,000 on an apartment for 3 years. Rent's too high. Cost of living's too high, especially in New Jersey.
He's in New Jersey. Then move out of New Jersey where they got high property taxes. Get the hell out of New Jersey. What are you doing in New Jersey? Listen, y'all want to go and be bad bitches and go down to, Miami. You want to go and visit Dubai and all of this other type of stuff. And y'all be the same people that's complaining about the cost of living and stuff in the places that you already stay in. Y'all gonna have to move outside of y'all comfort zone in order to get a better understanding of what the cost of living in some of these other places. Some of y'all need to come over to some of the places that's not as expensive. You can't afford to live in Nashville. You might need to go to Memphis. You can't afford to live in Nashville. You're going to have to go ahead and live in Memphis and call the police on all of the people that's robbing in the neighborhoods and fix up your own neighborhoods. It's plenty of land and there's plenty of places to live in. Y'all want to live in the spots that y'all want to live in, and then y'all want to complain about what comes along with it. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
Where do you have time to save? Regular bills, daycare, everything that's there.
Kids.
And listen, I'm black.
Kids. Now they want to blame it on daycare. Sir, nobody told you that you were supposed to have a kid. Nobody told you deserve to have a kid. We going to have to be responsible with our penises. More than one, because mine is like two and one. We have to be more. We have to have more discipline and have a plan for our children so that they don't have student loans. You know what I'm saying?
Blessed. I got more than most, and I'm proud of that, and I'm thankful. But this housing market and renting, it's almost impossible to get out of this limbo that I'm stuck in. You think about moving down south, and the prices down south are just as expensive here. Or you move, and you're not going to make the money that you're making here. So it's like you're double stuck. Leave New Jersey, go take a 50% pay cut, and then you're back at square one. That's it though, rant over. Gonna buy soon.
Why do you have to take a 50% pay cut just because you moved down south? It's plenty of phenomenal jobs down south. It's jobs everywhere down south. There's jobs everywhere down south.
Until
And
I get
most people I know actually work remote.
outbid. And yeah, that's the moral of the story. Make better decisions when you're younger.
There,
For sure. Hell.
there we go. Make better decisions. I love the self-accountability of this guy. Make better decisions, and then you'll have a better life.
Should have ran over.
come pay rent with me and have a panic attack. I woke up and I was like, man, why am I nervous? It's because I have to basically pay my entire month's paycheck to rent today. And I know what you might be thinking. It's not that bad. It's just a number on the screen. No, because I don't have enough numbers on the screen. Every month, it just feels like I work, and I can't afford to live. Or live, laugh, love, as some may say. Anyways, after I got ready today, I was like, you know what, just get it over with. Like, the money is in my account. I had to transfer it over from my savings, which I really didn't want to do in order to pay.
Yo, I want to see these people living on air mattresses, bro. Like the chicks that all go down to Vegas, or the chicks that be in Miami, and then they have to go back home and they have to sleep on their air mattresses. It's very difficult for me to feel bad for a white person that's complaining about the fact that they have to pay rent, and you're not even staying on the air mattress. I want to see you living on the air mattress like some of our chicks for the streets. Baby, you gonna have to do what you got to do to get what you want out here in these streets. No, you wanted to be a modern woman. You said that you wanted to compete with men. This is the thing that men have always had to compete with. Either they was going to be homeless or they was going to be paying their rent. They never had nobody that was going to come and save them and fix them. Men have always had to deal with the fact that there were no excuses. I don't want to see one woman on here, especially a white woman, that is sitting here complaining about the fact that they can't afford their rent. That's your fault. You advocated for this. You wanted to be out here competing. So now you have to deal with the consequences that come along with it. I don't feel sorry for you. I want to see you on an air mattress.
Pay my rent this month. Then on top of that, I have a car payment that I need to pay as well today. And
so you then went and got a car payment. As usual. And insurance. And gas. And maintenance.
for my financial stance, I just like to pay everything all in one day so I don't have to worry about it the rest of the month. It's a clear statement the first of the month. I pay my credit card, I pay my car, I pay my insurance.
She got a credit card? Woo! This is first world problems. This is first world problems. This is nothing but first world problems, in my opinion.
My rent all on the first of the month. I literally was having a panic attack this morning, and I just
and she got a new MacBook Pro.
Feel like I'm never doing enough, and I'm never enough, and I will never have a.
You should have got that Lenovo. She wanted to go and get an Apple. She wanted to go get her a new MacBook Pro like Anton. She should have got that Lenovo. She should have got that Google Chromebook. She should have got the Google Chromebook. That's what she should have got. No, you wanted to go get you a MacBook. Okay, girl.
Savings, and I'll never be able to buy a house. And I was just going down the rabbit hole this morning. Then, to make matters worse, I go to have some grapes this morning, and then I open up my Sam's Club grapes, and why are they all freaking expired? Literally bought them 2 days ago, and then I was like, what can make me feel better? And I always know that putting on any colored Hokas will make me feel better. I put on my orange Cliftons this morning, and I just said, let's get on with the day.
I want you to go get another job. Second job, boo.
So I'm just sitting here thinking, is anybody else?
Hey, you notice how most of these is all white women? Because black women always say, we win and we get to the bag. We don't need no man. These white women is like, yo, I'm in the bind, Nate. I'm in the bind, Nate. White women is in the bind, Nate. Shout out to my milk of magnesias, my snow bunnies. Some of these is a little older than bunnies, though. Some of these is, what's an aged bunny? Shout out to my snow. Shout out to my snow wolves.
That's a whole other animal.
I know, they different animals. Shout out to my snow wolves.
Broke as fuck right now, like me. I literally yesterday had $1,100 in the bank. And after paying just 3 bills, which is rent, car insurance, and health insurance, and literally going to the grocery store in Walmart, getting 8 fucking items for $125.
You see how raggedy her collars are on her shirt? That's a sign that she in the bind. When the collars is like that, we could fix that. Hey, baby, we can fix that. I want to know how we can fix that? Are you in the bind or no? That collar is done. And the shirt say Nike. Want me to get you some new t-shirts, baby? And I can get your hair and nails done. Make you feel like a girl again. Right now, she feeling like a whole man out here in these streets. I can make sure that you feel like a woman again. Find your femininity. You ain't got to feel desperate. You ain't got to go to your second job on the weekend. We can fix that. We can fix that. It depends on how hard you're willing to work, though. You want to go back into femininity? Want to get away from feminism? We can fix this. All right, tell me what your problems are, baby. I'm listening. Tell me what your problems are.
I am left with a whopping $8.94 for the week until I get paid again.
Sound like the price is going down. $40. The price of the brick is $40 again. This pandemic prices out here in these streets.
And
she sound like she need a PPP loan.
it is just super stressful. Inflation is just ridiculous. 8 items. Or actually, it might have been 9. I don't fucking know. But
where's she shopping at?
In the cart.
Trader Joe's?
But I don't know. I just get super stressed out in January because all that extra.
Let me tell you something. My chick just walked in with a whole... Rita don't even carry all the groceries bags no more. She got a cart thing. She got a wagon. How much did you check the prices before you checked out today?
Check the prices of what?
What you mean check the prices of what? You just went grocery shopping. Did you just check the prices?
No.
Why you ain't check the prices? This lady is over here check the prices. What, your collars look like you got a new shirt on. Her collars is a little bit raggedy. What's going on?
Because we needed this stuff.
Honey, they say that you over there. Look at Rita, filling up the refrigerator.
Hey y'all.
Baby, I can make. Now I'm talking to my baby girl, my snow wolf on the screen. I can make sure that you get some groceries in your crib. Black men is winning in 2023. You're gonna have to leave that feminism alone, though, baby girl. I can make sure you get them groceries. Look at all of this cooking Rita's doing over here. Look at all of that. Look at all of that cooking. Cooking, cleaning, everything. Y'all want some groceries or no? You can forget a bag. We ain't talking about no handbags. We ain't talking about Chanel. We ain't talking about none of that. If you want some groceries in your crib, you know what to do. DM me.
Extra money I could have had went to Christmas. Any other month, I'm fine because I don't spend all that money. But January, super fucking stressed out right now. So I just don't know if inflation is ever going to go down. I wonder if anything is going to get better.
Don't get better.
$8.94.
Yeah.
And that, mind you, that is just my half of the rent. My rent's $8.49. Know what you're going to say. $8.49 is cheap. I pay half. My son pays half to stay here.
And she got a son husband. And she only got $8 left. We could fix that. Tell your son you going out for the night, baby. You're not coming home in the morning. Tell your son you going out for the night and you're not coming home in the morning.
Teach him a little bit of responsibility. But for me and my income, and because I claim 0, because God forbid if I don't claim 0, I'm going to owe the government. I don't get much. And I don't qualify for nothing. So that's a lot for me. But yeah, 3 stinking bills. Almost $1,100. That's not counting the rest of my shit I have all the rest of the month. But anyway, is anybody else there broker than me right now?
Sounds like a personal problem. Sounds like a problem that Nate can fix. You don't know who Nate is? You ain't never experienced Nate. You keep waking up without an alarm every day. Shout out to feminism. Shout out to feminism. Let me see what else is happening out here.
Let me know.
I just want to see if there's another white woman that's going to appear on my.
If this was the point of the video.
Knew it was going to be another snow wolf. Knew it was going to be another snow wolf out here in these streets.
And this was y'all. For real, you're missing. It to me is cute that you guys are.
That's probably how I got ran into my car because this chick was on TikTok on the car this morning.
very concerned about where I am spending my money. Just know that my rent is paid, my water, electric, phone, car insurance, daycare, that's all paid. My kids are fed.
Why all of these people got daycare? Why y'all can't take care of y'all kids at home?
My kids are clothed. I still make it happen for them to have birthday gifts, all of that. But you're missing the point. When I signed my lease, I was able to afford all of these things easily, on top of more. Like, we had Disney Plus, we had Hulu, we had Showtime, we had Pixar or whatever. We had all these things. I had, we went on vacations. We did things. At least once a month, we would go
Should have been buying assets. Should have been buying assets. You're living off that PPP loan.
Call it the Jumpy House, or we'd go to Chuck E. Cheese, or, we'd go to a movie, have movie nights almost once a week. When I had the next day off, we would have a movie night and just take out on junk food. Yeah. And you're saying,
see, Wealth Building Journey is saying that inflation is kicking everybody butt, but I don't believe that. I believe that all of this is self-inflicted wounds. People didn't think that the party was going to end. They never planned for the future. They never made adjustments. They never invested in themselves and assets. They never continued to focus on the thing that was going to allow for them to be able to maintain a lifestyle long term. And instead of them being smart, they decided to splurge. And now they complaining about it. This is not inflation kicking your ass. This is a first world problem. This is first world problems. I don't see anybody that's sitting here talking about something that I can actually have a lot of empathy for. These was people that was balling out when we was holding it down. Yo, do you know that there's people that criticize me for staying in an apartment for free because my father was the maintenance man? They criticized me, and I was a fucking millionaire. These people were holding me accountable while they was out here balling and going to finance their entire life. And now they want to sit here and complain about it, and I'm supposed to have empathy for you.
junk food, that's what people can afford. I went to the grocery store yesterday and I said, you know what? No, I need to get some fruits. I need to get some produce. I need to get some things. I need to get, fresh meat and not just get these frozen chickens all the time. And so I splurged just a little bit, went a little wild at the Publix, and I spent $542. Granted, some of that was cleaning supplies, so if you take that away, I probably spent $480 on food, and that'll last me, if I'm lucky, a week, because I do take some to daycare to cut the cost there. And my kids eat like teenage boys. So, but the point of the video that y'all are failing to see is that a lot of Americans are making more money versus previous years and have to cut extremely to survive. The answer isn't, just go live in a shitty house in a shitty area because it's more affordable.
No, you wanted feminism. This is what you wanted. You wanted to make an adjustment. You wanted to take your kids to Chuck E. Cheese every day and all of that because you felt like they was entitled. Listen, man, when I was growing up, we didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese. I ain't go to Chuck E. Cheese. Yo, I didn't even travel. The only place that I can ever remember going out of town for before I was 18, 19 years old to where I can pay for myself was when we went to Cedar Point and we drove there 2 hours away. We went to Cedar Point and we drove there 2 hours away. That was like a rite of passage, right? We wasn't afforded all of this extra stuff and everything like that. We had to walk to school and catch the bus and all of this other type of stuff. I wasn't given a car when I was younger. I had to go to work and earn it. Where do people get off feeling like they owed something? Where do we get this entitlement spirit in this country and we don't even really work like we supposed to? We don't do no physical labor. We don't work as hard as the people as yesteryear, but we complain and we complain and we complain and we complain. You know what we did all day? We didn't go and spend money. We didn't go on StockX. We wasn't on the internet. We was outside playing basketball in Pelican Bay. We was playing basketball in Pelican Bay. We did stuff that was free. We went to the park. We went to the beach. Or we sat on the porch and we played until the lights came on. We had a rope, a jump rope, some chalk, hopscotch, homie. Shoe program, 23-hour lockdown. What do these people get off feeling as though, yo, we didn't have no daycare? Daycare? Our parents had a whole lot of kids and it wasn't no daycare. Wasn't no daycare. We went to Aldi. I remember my dad specifically saying, man, you can feed a whole family for like $8. He went over there, he got some chicken, he fried that junk himself, he showed us and all of that other time. Man, we was on ramen. Ramen and chicken, homie. And lettuce. We fed the whole neighborhood. We was hooping and drinking water out of the water hose. We had water. Wasn't no apple juice, wasn't no cranberry juice, wasn't no none of that. We had water. And we had an unlimited amount of water that we can get. And they only paid the water bill once every quarter. I don't really understand. Our house was paid for. What was the problem? We figured that shit out. Wasn't no daycare, wasn't no none of that. Yo, you watch your younger brother while we go to work, and then you watch your younger brother when we go to work. And when they get old enough, then y'all gonna be able to go to school on your own. It's your motherfucking responsibility to get there. When I was in high school, wasn't nobody dropping me off of school. I had to go and catch the Hamilton bus. I was on the bus for like 40 fucking minutes there and 40 minutes back. And I had to find my way home. And if I got stuck down there, figure it out. If I got stuck downtown, figure it out. I don't really know what all of these, and see, this is the thing, y'all. This is the thing. I'm going to be real with you. A lot of y'all think that y'all behind the 8 ball. Let me get this Karen off the screen really quickly. A lot of y'all think that y'all behind the 8 ball because you was raised a certain way, but you forgot your way. You've lost your way. We've lost our way. See, black people thought, or poor people thought, that they was at a disadvantage. No, you learned how to be a soldier. You learned survival techniques. What you've done is you've adjusted to this modern way of living and you forgot your way. You thought that it was cool because you kept glorifying rappers and all of these people on Instagram when the reality is that we learned what survival was. We learned what fun was. We learned what community was. We learned what togetherness was. We learned how we was able to do things effective without needing a whole bunch in order to do so. And then when we was able to work and get our own cars, we appreciated it more. And that's what made us stronger than everybody else. So when they were getting weaker, we were getting stronger, but we actually forgot the lessons that allowed for us to be successful. When I see stuff happening on the internet and people make a video, let's say somebody make a video about me, and I don't give a fuck. I was in Detroit fighting. We had to scrap in real life. In real life. Don't come out the house in the summertime unless you was ready to scrap. I don't give a fuck about what these people talking about on the internet. That's not real to me. I went through real life situations, real life lifestyle and trauma. That's allowed for me to grow as an individual and as a human being. I was allowed to fail in a controlled environment, which made me a monster. So now I don't have no filter. I don't have anything that's holding me back. I don't have any feelings when it comes to how it is that I'm supposed to feel when somebody says something to me. I be looking at them like, you a fool. I'm not worried about getting laid off. I got laid off in 2008. If it wasn't a lesson in that, I learned the same way that they learned during the Great Depression. I learned during the Great Recession how I was going to adjust and then get rich. I'm going to stay down for the next 10 years. Fuck it, we ain't got nothing anyway. We might as well go and have fun. By the time we started making money, we don't even want to move out. We might as well still live for free. I didn't even move out on my own or really started paying anything. I was living for free all the way up until the fact that my father died. Then I was like, oh, okay, I guess we got to spend some money now. Might as well ball for real now. Man, listen, they had a disadvantage. Everybody that was coddled, everybody that was feeling entitled, they think that they deserve daycare. They think that they deserve all of this great stuff. We learn how to survive. The thing that they thought that you was at a disadvantage for is your strength. That's your superpower. Nobody can take anything away from you. Nobody can do anything to you now. Nobody can do anything to you now. I remember showering with cold fucking water. I remember when the lights wasn't on. You can't even. Man, this entitled generation, boy. This entitled generation. I'm going to get on TikTok. I can't figure out how to pay my rent on my $750,000 house because everything is so high right now. Like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, bro, I don't feel sorry for you, man. Because ain't nobody feel sorry for me when I was in the hood. Ain't nobody feel sorry for me when I was in the hood. The thing that they thought was going to break me wound up becoming my superpower, and now I'm a supervillain. Now I'm a supervillain, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. There's nothing you can do to stop me because you a cupcake. You cupcake. You weak. All I got to do to you is tell you that you ugly. And all I got to do is, seriously, they'll come after me. All I got to tell you is that you ugly and your ponytail is nappy, and then they're going to be getting mad. They're going to feel a certain type of way. I can't stand you. You're ponytail shaming. Oh, you ugly and you broke. Now what? And you afraid to come outside because if your girl see me, I'm taking her with me too. And she going to work for me. I can't believe Anton said that to me. Like, man, y'all so soft. This is the weakest people. But that's a good thing for the bag chasers, right? Because we're a completely different environment, right? For the bag chasers, understand this. Their weakness is an opportunity for you to take advantage of it, right? We live in a cupcake generation, but the thing that we went through and the stuff that y'all think that y'all dealing with now is an opportunity for you to come up and you don't have to worry about any of this stuff. I crashed a car. Yo, I remember when I crashed my 86 Buick Regal, my first car that I ever got. That was devastating. I got car insurance now. I ain't tripping off that. Fuck, I stepped outside. I had a $700 sweater on that's balled up right here. I had a $700 sweater on. I had $1,100 shoes. My motherfucking belt right now probably costs more than your life. My belt, I got the Gucci belt on. Hold on. I had the belt on to match. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Vintage Gucci. None of that new shit that y'all got. I had a $45,000, $50,000 watch on, and I was standing out there in traffic looking dope as fuck. I was fly. My glasses was dope. I was looking fly as fuck. Yo, I seen that shit as a photo shoot. I was like this. I ain't fucking lying. I was standing outside the car like, damn, my car fucked up, but this is a motherfucking photo shoot. I started doing selfies. No lie, bro. Anybody that passed me in traffic today was like, damn, Anton is over here doing selfies in traffic. His car is fucked up. Anton is over here doing selfies in traffic. Got the state police writing a police report behind him, and he over there like this. I'm like, damn, I'm looking fucking fly this morning. I got on like $5,000 in gear. And then I threw on the $45,000 watch. Like, man, these niggas ain't, y'all soft. Soft as fuck. I was in traffic taking selfies. I almost got your girl number and she was driving on her way to work. I didn't want to talk to her though, because I knew you was going to get upset about it. Anton, keep talking to my girl. Man. Yo, my chill watch is the Apple Ultra. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the orange on your watch, I don't want to hear from you. If you don't have the orange on your watch, I don't want to hear from you. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'm feeling a little bit more rich today than I was yesterday because I know that y'all cupcakes. I know that you don't get offended by everybody's not a millionaire. You goddamn right, and that's why I'm special. Let me read some of these super chats, man. I'm over here styling in traffic with a accident in front of me. Like, damn, my car is like $130,000. I'm just sitting in traffic, ain't even tripping about it. I got on my computer in the back seat and starts doing my cover photo for the show. How did Anton get the cover photo up and he's already, man, Out here running it up. They weakness is your come up. Just remember that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I did a whole bunch of them. Look, check it out. No cap. Look at all of these photos. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I did multiple different poses. Different poses. I was out there styling like, damn, the sun ain't hitting on this one as much.